They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
And it's 3rd down.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Eagles take
so a change of possession here. On the punt, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Back to throw again. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
They'll start out here with the option left. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40, and down right around the 37. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
on the option, it's Jackson. 1st down and more for Jackson. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdoad.
Baltimore.
Lamar Jackson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Sanders.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd.
This is Edwards. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. And it's 3rd down.
Leaders on the coverage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
sets up.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Out of the gun, he'll throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
First down, Ravens.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
Jackson.
A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses.
The 37-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
Shrugs him off. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
22 yards. And the Raven first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
35-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards.
Gus Edwards.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Fletcher Cox on the
The
tackle.
last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On third down, Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
And out. Fourth down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to do.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Good catch there by Mark Andrews, who was Lamar Jackson's favorite target.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott about to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw again is Jackson. And a throw right sideline is complete.
Jackson's pass.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Baltimore.
Jackson will throw again. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. Down right around the 25. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Ravens.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 8 yards.
From the gun, Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Catch made by Fulgham. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
A loss of a yard
on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
And 7.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that lead is back down to 9 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Ravens.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They run once more with Edwards. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this off.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
And goal at the 18.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Eagles 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on the kick away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Nick Boyle.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's got Snead. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Gain of 7. First down, Ravens.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
15-yard line.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
On the handoff, Edwards. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Turnover on downs.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that fourth down stop. Points would be ideal, as they certainly wouldn't mind some breathing room.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That's to Fulgham, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Back to throw again. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
At the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and he will find his man on the outside.
Complete to Mark Andrews.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
13 yards. And a Raven first down.
From the gun, Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. Jackson's going to look to run it. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second down, it's Edwards. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game, possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He completes it to Bryant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back to throw. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
To J.K. Dobbins.
One last shot for Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins finding the end zone on the game's final play. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Ravens, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both fake.